Hi guys, my name is Asirvo and it is me answering all the questions that I know that teenagers ask themselves. One of the questions I want to answer today is a very interesting question and a very purposeful question. I feel it's a question that has a lot of responsibility in it. So what's the question? The young boy, the young man is asking that he feels he has a purpose, he has something that he has been called to do, he has been made to do in life, but he does not know how to discover it or how to go about it. The question is this: how do I discover my purpose? Now I'm going to help you out with very simple illustrations. I'm going to look at two simple illustrations to help you out. Now, you know that whenever a product is made, there is always an intention in the mind of the maker or the producer or the manufacturer. It means that necessity is always the mother of invention. I repeat that. Necessity is always the mother of invention, meaning that before an invention comes to fore, there is a need for it. It's the way Maslow puts it. He says, when the purpose of a thing is not known, abuse is inevitable. It means that truly, because you don't want to abuse yourself, you don't want to abuse the life that God has given you, the gift of life that God has given you, you want to know your purpose. And so how do you do it? The first thing to do is to ask the manufacturer of that product. The person who makes a microphone knows that the intention for that microphone is to amplify people's voices. So it means that if you read the manual of the maker or the producer of that microphone, you get to know what that microphone is designed for. So if I were you, I want to answer that question. Who am I going to ask? I'm going to ask the person who created me. And who is that? God. So what do? I go to God in a place of prayers through the reading of His Word and ask God, that God, what's the purpose you have called me for? Now, another thing that I know is one of the credible ways to discover your purpose or understand what you have been called here to do on earth is to look at the latent gift, the virtues that God has given to you that comes to you spontaneously or comes to you naturally. Most of the things you can do naturally are part of the things God gives to you to make you become somebody or to live a life of purpose. Now, let me clear that for you in a very simple way. Did you know that the person who makes a microphone or the person who makes a chair designs it in a way that it will have features that will make it qualify for what it is supposed to do? What am I saying? When a manufacturer makes a thing and it intends that thing for a purpose, it will put in that thing features, qualities that will make that thing achieve that purpose. So it means that the manufacturer of a chair would definitely not make a chair that has 2 legs. It would ensure that the chair has 4 legs. It is 4 legs that will make it stand firmly. It also means that the person who makes a microphone would have put in certain things inside that microphone that would help the mic to amplify people's voices. It's the same with the person who makes a camera, a video camera. If he makes a video camera and he wants that camera to cover a long distance, he would have put in certain things in that camera that can make that camera view a long distance and make it close to the person who wants to look at it. So that element he puts into it that makes it easy to view a long distance is part of the feature that makes the camera work well. So what am I saying? If there are things you do naturally, like maybe you find it easy to write, it's a statement to the fact that God has placed something in you that points you to your purpose. If you think you find it easy to talk, if you feel you find it easy to communicate, if you think you find it easy to pacify people, if you think you find it easy to arrange things and put things in order, all of those things are pointers to the fact that there is something that you can do along that line. It's something that God has called you along that line to go in terms of a purpose. There are people who are very meditative, who are very reflective, and then they say things and people think about them. These people can be teachers. These people can be mentors for others. These people can be pastors. There are people who always are very inquisitive. They want to know why something is like this and why something can be better. All of those simple, tiny characteristics are pointers to the fact that people have features in them that can make them discover their purpose. So what am I saying? 2 things essentially. Now, one is you ask God. God will guide you through because He's the manufacturer, He's the one who made you. The second thing is this: God Himself, while making you, are putting certain features in your body, that will also point you to your purpose. For myself, let me give an instance. I knew from a very tender age that I like to write. I knew from a very tender age that I like to talk. And so one of the purposes I fulfill is by using my ability to talk efficiently to talk to people. And that's why you have the series of 100 questions CEOs ask themselves, 100 questions teenagers ask themselves, 100 questions you have fathers or parents or mothers ask themselves. I have all of those series because I believe that I have an ability to talk and communicate well with people. Now, that understanding that I can talk and communicate well with people navigated me through my purpose. The same thing with writing. I've used my writing to bless many people. I've had to publish a book that I've distributed for free, and that is a pointer to the fact that I know that there's a feature in me. What is the feature? The ability to write easily. What's the feature in me? The ability to talk easily. All of these things are pointers to the purpose I've been called to do. So what am I saying? You ask God, and secondly, look at the features in you that you do spontaneously, naturally. All of these things are pointers to what your purpose is or what you should do with your life. If I've answered the question, you can check me up on Facebook, on Instagram, or on any of my social media platforms till I come your way again. Stay good.